She loves to travel. She loves to hang out with her friends, partying, just hanging out, playing games.
It's just wrong that something like this happened to her, at an age of 31. We were supposed to be planning celebrations, weddings, family gatherings, not planning this.
It's unbelievable that somebody would take a life and flee and think that they're going to go somewhere and enjoy their life after they've done this to the community, to the family.
Margaret Mbitu, a 31-year-old Kenyan-American nurse, toiled away in the heart of Boston. She basked in the love of her family, friends, and colleagues, effortlessly weaving bonds that seemed unbreakable. Sadly, Mbitu found herself ensnared in a harrowing relationship with Kevin Kangethe. Their liaison, albeit fleeting, dripped with toxicity, a poison that Maggie couldn't stomach. Kangethe's dark history oozed with the venom of past abuses inflicted upon previous partners, a fact that would later unveil itself as a damning prophecy when Maggie's lifeless body was discovered within the confines of his vehicle. The callousness of Kangethe's past transgressions had returned to haunt her, taunting us all with a grim reminder of the horrors she endured before he embarked on a flight to Kenya, setting off an international manhunt drenched in anger and sorrow. Welcome to American Crime, Femicide channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell for future video uploads. Margaret Mbitu, a Boston-based Kenyan-American with a strong devotion to her faith, committed her life to nursing, aiming to make a meaningful impact. For a decade, she worked as a registered nurse at BAMSI, a Brockton nonprofit focused on mental health, substance abuse, and developmental disabilities. Colleagues praised her warmth and care, emphasizing that those who chose this path did so out of genuine concern for the people they served. Mbitu also collaborated with the SAFE Coalition, assisting those affected by substance use and mental health issues in southeastern Massachusetts. Her colleagues regarded her as a diligent, radiant, and compassionate nurse, beloved by all she encountered.
It was a ray of sunshine in everybody's life that she came across with, her friends, her family, her coworkers, her schoolmates, everybody that she came into contact with. She changed their lives. They loved her. No one has anything bad to say about Maggie. There's plenty being said that is great about Maggie.
In stark contrast to Maggie's kind nature, she became entangled with Kevin Kangethe, a 40-year-old Kenyan immigrant with a checkered past. Around a year ago, their relationship began, but the extent of Maggie's knowledge about Kevin's history remains uncertain. His previous marriage, entered in good faith by his spouse, ended in divorce in 2022, with allegations that he had used the marriage for immigration purposes before abandoning it. During their time together, Kangethe displayed violent tendencies, damaging property, and exhibiting jealousy, resulting in control over his ex's activities. Maggie, unwilling to go through the same toxicity, sought to end the relationship. Tragically, her decision to break free proved fatal. On October 30th, Margaret vanished after work, prompting her family to report her missing and share her disappearance on social media. On November 1st, her mutilated body was discovered in Kevin's car at Logan Airport in Boston. By then, Kevin had already fled to Kenya, leaving behind a chilling legacy of violence and suffering.
A missing woman from Whitman has been found dead in a car at Logan Airport. Police say the man who killed Margaret Mbitu got on a flight and left the country. It's a story the I-Team broke, and tonight WBZ's Tammy Mutasa spoke with an expert on international manhunts and to the victim's grieving friend.
Tonight, the victim's family is deeply hurting. They desperately wanted to find Maggie and can't believe the outcome is her being found dead. And now there's an international manhunt for her partner.
I'm very devastated. I have been since yesterday in the morning.
When concerned family and co-workers put out this flyer on Monday, worried sick about their missing loved one, Maggie, they hoped the nurse would return. But state police say 48 hours later, Margaret Mbitu's body was found at Logan Airport inside her partner's car. Heartbreaking news for family friend Jane Wambu, who says Maggie was like a daughter.
Maggie was a very, very close
family to us. She was very, very dear to my two daughters, who are very heartbroken right now. I took her to be as a daughter, and she was the most kind person.
Detectives have now charged 40-year-old Kevin Kangethe with a 31-year-old's murder. But they say he hopped on a flight and took off to Kenya. State police are now working with Kenyan authorities to find him.
This looks so premeditated. You know, drive to the airport, commit a crime, and then hop, skip, and jump right onto that plane overseas.
The FBI has an international operations office in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. So former FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffendorfer says it's already likely agents are communicating with local authorities to track down Kangethe and extradite him back to face his charges.
The United States has an extradition treaty with Kenya. So things look very good in terms of Kenyan authorities cooperating.
Maggie's heartbroken work community sent us a statement saying she was warm, caring, and loved by everyone she worked with.
We're just praying that the Lord may give the family peace, and above everything that her culprit, this person, may be arrested.
Maggie's co-workers tell me she was wonderful and kind and that her mother actually worked with her. That's why they wanted to help get the word out. Her family wants that suspect to be arrested.
Maggie's family did an exclusive interview with Citizen TV Kenya. The family wants the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to expedite Kevin's arrest.
The family of the late Margaret Mbitu, a 31-year-old nurse who was brutally murdered at a Boston airport by her boyfriend, wants the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to expedite his arrest. Kevin Kangethe, the main suspect, allegedly boarded a flight to Kenya moments after the crime and is still on the run. DCI Director of Operations Richard Mwaura has confirmed to Citizen TV that the agency is assisting the US-based Federal Bureau of Investigation to bring the culprit to book. said.Later spoke to Margaret's family.
The late Margaret Mbitu's family is still struggling to come to terms with the brutal murder of their beloved, whose body was found at Boston's Logan Airport on Wednesday night. Ann Mbitu, Margaret's only sister, at pains to narrate the loss experienced.
I'm grateful that we have support. Maggie was loved. He was loved by many, and just to support him and trying to bring justice for Maggie. It's difficult.
The 31-year-old nurse, formerly stationed at BAMSI, a Brockton-based charity organization of elderly care, was reported missing on Monday, according to Massachusetts State Police.
We have the Secret Service, the DA, the Whitman police, where we reported her missing. They have been involved, and we are getting updates and being notified of any information going on that is ongoing that they find out.
According to Massachusetts State Police, 40-year-old Kevin Kangethe from Lowell City in Massachusetts State is the man wanted on suspicion of killing Margaret Mbitu Monday night at Logan Airport in Boston, just moments before he boarded a Kenyan-bound plane.
A warrant which has been issued out for the arrest of Kevin Kangethe. And we just need him to be found so we can demand and get the justice that Maggie deserved.
Anybody who has information about Kevin, especially in Kenya, since he's said to be in Kenya, please contact the DCI so we can get our justice for Maggie, so he can be extradited back here, so he can face his consequences of what he did to her.
The car where the late Margaret's body was found was in the central parking facility at about 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, American time, according to police and the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office.
They're still doing their investigations. They haven't released the body to us yet, but we're waiting. So we hope we're gonna have the family privacy so we can continue celebrating her life as we try to bring justice for
Her family, which was formerly residing in Nakuru, describing their daughter, who was born in Kenya, as loving, caring, polite, and hardworking.
We have nothing bad to say about her. We remember her for all the smiles that she put in our faces and all the love that she showed us. And we hope and we will keep that memory alive.
Massachusetts State Police are working with Kenyan authorities to find Kangethe, who is wanted in the U.S. on suspicion of killing Mbitu. DCI Director of Operations, Richard Mwaura, has confirmed to Citizen TV that the agency is assisting the U.S.-based Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, to bring the culprit to book.
An international manhunt is in progress to apprehend Kevin and ensure he faces justice. Once located, he will be sent back to Boston to answer for his charges. Family and friends paid tribute to Maggie at her vigil, which was held at Faith Anglican Church, in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. In a somber and sorrowful turn of events, Maggie's family has initiated a GoFundMe campaign to gather financial support for her funeral arrangements. As we mourn her tragic loss, let us hold her family, friends, and coworkers close in our thoughts and prayers. Rest peacefully, Margaret Mbitu.